Hold onto your bats.
'Cause here we go. I'm not sure where we left off, but we'll find out. We will find out. And then we're trying to go to the Shire. So that should be a fun place to go. I've done a little bit of the Shire, but I haven't done that much of it. So let's see where we are. Looks like we're in Riften.
Need something?
Yeah, I need to know what I'm doing. Gakadar promises to keep Frost. Friends like these, Dark Brotherhood, Black Star, Harvest Falmer Blood.
Sure, I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
So we got a bunch of stuff going on. Well, we got lots of stuff to do.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband.
Alright, so I mean, we can talk to the Jarl and go by there, but we need to get way down here. So why don't we take care of that also?
This better be good.
So we're going to do that one. We're doing that. Alright, let's go talk to the Jarl. There's Ingen. We're a little chilly. A wereskeever? Why do you guys have a wereskeever at the door? Okay, I'm not going to ask too many questions. Don't ask too many questions, just accept there's a dead wereskeever at the door to the Misfell Keep. Don't ask why. You don't want to know.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
No, I'm not bothering you. I'm bothering this Nord.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you. What can I do for you?
I've discovered a skooma dealer in Riften.
Yes, I'm afraid we're aware of Sarthis' presence in the warehouse. Unfortunately, we're certain he has informants within the city guard. Every time we've made a move to arrest him, he's escaped. However, if you take care of this discreetly, you might be able to surprise him without warning.
Sure, I'll do it.
Excellent. Here, this is the key to the warehouse. See if you can drop in on this dealer of poison and convince him to close down his operation permanently. Good journey to you.
Well, I'll convince him at the end of a sword. And then we're gonna head down to the Shire, I guess. I don't know. We can go off to see Sarithi too, but we're gonna get sidetracked and go in the wrong direction. We should really go steal Frost.
Mara believes that the spark of a union comes from inside us.
All right, let's go. Well, we're at least gonna take out Sarthasidrin.
If you still feel unsure, come by the temple sometime and we'll talk about it.
I was looking at that guy for a minute. I'm like, look, it's the Monkey King.
I could have left it. I could have put it back.
Should we just light him up?
Here we go!
Over here! What the?
Enough!
I think we convinced him. The easy way. I wonder why that's stealing. Give me your skooma. She's like, I don't know if I want to go that way, Mommy. You stuffed a pill down my throat. I know, I heard. Well, Kai was pulling on the leash today, so both of them have been acting up. We still love him. What was that that just flew by? Was that a bear? A flying bear. Gotta love Skyrim. Can I push the bucket over? No, but I can take it.
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden.
Female Argonian, what's her name? Bluethroat?
Lexicon? Burden? What are you talking about?
The memories. I cannot stand them. You must take them away. Return them to a Wunschenzel. You must take the lexicon from me. Please, take it now.
It's okay. I'll take the lexicon.
You must bring it to a Wunschenzel. In the West, return it to them. It must go back. It is done. I won't go back to a Wunschenzel. I won't. It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't.
I wonder if we have a mud crab.
The waiting. The insufferable waiting.
I could have left it behind. I could have put it back where it
What's wrong?
Listen, if you want to help, here, take a look. Don't ask, just take it. Maybe you can figure it out.
It is done. I won't go back to a Wunschenzel. I won't.
I think I got one of those somewhere.
I could have left it behind. I could have put it back.
I do have one right there. He's so cute too.
Out with it.
It is done. I won't go back to a Wunschenzel. I won't.
Look at this. Interesting. Some kind of claw? I wonder what it's used for. I'm grateful for your efforts. Here, take this.
So now we got a key to the fishery.
I'll take my leave then.
Oh, splashdown! We almost made it. So we're putting everything else on hold. And we're gonna go steal a horse. And then we'll go to wait a minute. We do have Inigo with us.
My friend, Skyrim is a big and often confusing place. We are bound to lose each other from time to time.
I love the armor I get.
Never fear. That map you have is special.
This old thing?
Yes, there is more to it than you may realize. My brother once found one just like it on the remains of some poor old adventurer in Citadel. It does not only mark locations, it can also show the position of items and people too. Watch this. Where are you, Inigo? There! See? I have placed myself on your map. If we find ourselves separated, all you need to do is look me up. Pretty fantastic, eh? No problem. I am always happy to help.
Any thoughts?
My nose likes this place even more than I do. Okay, let us get back to it.
We're off to go steal a horse.
Here we go again.
Oh, really? You think you're all...
I'll shoot them, you loot them, my friend.
I shall not fall.
Rightful dragon comes soon. Mirak, help me!
Mirak ain't gonna help you.
Silly spaz.
You're burning to death. Where's this last one? Those guys are jerks. We made short work of them though. Here, let's get our hot girlfriend in the mix.
Excuse me, my friend.
Hot girlfriend. Hot girlfriend, I said. There she is. Warm me up. Thank you. Let's find out how we're doing. A little bit hungry, a little bit thirsty. I'll take care of that. It's a moose.
Okay, summon. Let's spill some blood.
That moose is on fire.
Suits you.
Gotta keep my wits about me.
That's the deal. No rough stuff. Just take it and go. It don't sound like much fun, though.
Give me the key.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Pay for that?
I seem to be burning.
Oh, he ran inside. Sneak in the back door. We'll let Inigo run around in there and kill them all.
Quiet now.
Lord have mercy on you!
We're not alone. Time.
What was that?
Looky here. Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
Nothing.
Come on!
Come on. Killing you will make for an excellent story. You want a real fight, eh? Come on. You want the first. You won't be the last.
Just getting warmed up.
Hey, buy me a drink first, why don't you? Is there a vendor studio or go-to or something?
You lousy muppet.
I guess we're killing everybody. Well, might as well loot the place. At least we got stuff to eat. We're not going hungry or thirsty. What are you standing around for? Help me steal stuff. There is a broom in the bed. I am not sure why. Alright, let's steal a horse. Come here, Frosty. Let's go find Louis. Oh, Louis, Louis, Louis. Always whining. All I need to find you is follow the corpses of rats. Or the marker on my map.
Come on, I double dog dare you.
Hit me again if you can.
Where are you running, Louis?
Ha! You've done it! Got to admit, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you've definitely earned your pay.
Speaking of my pay,
Yes, yes, here it is. I think I'd best be off now.
See you later, Louis.
die this young? Nah, don't think so. Gonna hurt me? For what?
We have gnomes. It's a gnome, that's a gnome, that's a gnome. Bunch of gnomes, which means there's a pot of gold around here. But their gold is gone. Why is your gold gone? Alright, off to the Shire. There's a Vardbark.
slick with it.
This is Day Spring Canyon, right? Well, we're not going to join the Dawn Guard yet. We're going to go save Byracel. And then we're going to go to the Shire. Go trip around like hobbits for a while. Well, our save game's definitely getting bigger. It's taking longer to create a save. We are 105 hours into this playthrough. What kind of arrows do we have? Guar, Shulk.
Stop that! I'll see you.
You are I submit. I am your master. Now die. You wish to defeat me? I'll kill you.
Cheap strikes and amateur swordplay will not be enough to save you. That will take some time to mend.
You won't get the best of me. Foolish human.
My bones are not yet broken. You seem surprised. You would have harmed fragile life if not stopped. Thank the stars. Your aid arrived just in time. It warms my heart to hear these words. Perhaps you would be willing to speak with me for a brief while. It's nice to be guarded while I catch my breath for a short spell. I take it you know these lands. I am unfamiliar with these regions, I admit. I followed a strange gate leading from the lands I've sworn to protect. My kind, we face hardship, but hostility welcomes me here too, I see. The creatures that lay before me, they resemble a people from my world, yet the ones I know would have not acted so foolishly, or asked so many irregular questions. These creatures look foul, and their actions agree with their appearance. It is all very puzzling. I think I was right in my assumptions. You must possess a fair amount of knowledge concerning this land. I believe I'm getting to understand you better. But allow me one more question. What is your role in this world? What do you deem your purpose to be?
Why are you carrying around human flesh? Ugh.
I think I'm a warrior.
The ways of battle are all too familiar to me. I am honoured to meet a skilled individual such as yourself. Thank you for all you have told me. I suppose it is only fair that I introduce myself now, is it not? I am called Byracel, and I am a ranger of iron ore. I have come to this world by accident, after I passed through a strange gate I discovered, hidden just out of sight. I would not have come here, were not that my people were tasked with the protection of a tranquil land. Lately we find ourselves besieged. New threats have arisen, and I was sent out to find help or allies. Upon entering this strange world of yours, I approached this small band of Thalmor, you call them? They attacked me after I refused to answer their questions. Now I am uncertain if coming here was a mistake or not, but at least I found you. Would you care to meet my kind and its leader? Or perhaps even join our cause? Whether it be honour, fame, or gold you seek, I am certain we can cater to your needs in a satisfying manner. I thank you for your compliance. I'm sure my companions will be just as grateful.
Where are we headed?
I'm afraid you will need to find your way to our base of operations by yourself. We will meet again once you seek out the old farmhouse east of Barg End.
I want to look at that bow you're carrying. Interesting. Nothing super special though. Yeah, leave it to the boyar to be interested in the bow. We're carrying a lot of weight though, 360 out of 430. And it is 7 p.m. Grumble, grumble, Angel. There's the strange gate. And here we are in the Shire. The weather's always wonderful in Shire.
Oh, did you see that? What? Something like a shadow just swept by. I think it's one of those big folks. Oh, this again. You've been smoking too much, cousin. How long do I gotta put up with this big folk invading the Shire nonsense? The Shire was peaceful enough for my parents, and by the hair of my toes it will be peaceful enough for my children too. Ain't nothing dramatic about to happen any time soon. Oh yeah? Well, what about that one? Who's been smoking too much tobacco now? Great Tuck, you were right. Let's just stay calm. Maybe she won't notice us.
What are you shooting at, Inigo? He's shooting at something.
Looking for some building materials? Or perhaps a fresh pie? I've got the best wares and all the stuff. Needs all of Middle Nern, I'll wager. And where are you off to? Beyond. Nothing but the best for you. I've got tomatoes. Mash 'em up, boil 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Bacon! And barley. Brandywine mushroom. Berry wine.
Come on, over. Looking for some. I'm sure I've got just about everything. Perhaps you need fresh pie. Some goods for second breakfast.
Dwarven porter. Eastfield coffee grounds.
I've got the best wares and mash 'em up, boil 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Falafel.
Maybe even beyond. Come on over. I'm sure I've got just about everything. Looking for some building materials? Or perhaps a fresh pie?
Milk.
Don't leave without picking up some goods for second breakfast. I've got the best wares in all the Shire. Nay, all of Middle Nern, I wager. And maybe even beyond. Mash 'em up, boil 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Sea salt. Savory seasonings. Cave mushrooms.
Looking for some building materials. Or perhaps a fresh pie?
Sugar cane. Stone flowers. Sugar pile. Swamp mollusk.
Oh, don't leave without picking up some goods for second breakfast.
Vagrant robes. Vinegar.
I've got the best wares in all the Shire. Nay,
Alright, well, what can we sell them to get some of our money back?
Maybe even beyond.
Sell them the Blackbriar mead. Can probably sell quite a bit of bread.
For some building
Bucket.
or perhaps a fresh pie? Come on over. I'm sure I've got just about everything you need.
Cheese wheels are heavy. We don't need 14, we need 8, so 8 and 7. 8 and 6 is 14.
I've got the best wares in all the Shire. Nay, all of Middle Nern, I wager. And maybe even beyond. Come on over. I'm sure I've got just about everything you need.
Potato. Anything that says minor we can get rid of.
looks heavy and valuable.
All right then.
Let's find out what some of these things do.
I've got tomatoes. Mash 'em up, boil 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Come on. I'm sure I've got just about everything you need. Looking for some building materials, or perhaps a fresh pie?
Might be enough for a pie. Well, can we like set up camp right here?
Come on.
Oh.
Die! I think this is
What's up, Gears?
Mash 'em up, boil 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
More shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie is good. I like going to the Ren Fair. They had shepherd's pie. They also had bangers, grilled onions. Oh, those were good. A leg of mutton. We have bacon. Where's the milk?
Doing well this fine morning, I hope. All right then. I thought you big folk had more important matters to deal with outside of the Shire.
I am in your way. I am sorry.
Very appropriate we're carrying Orcrist when we're over here. Welcome to the bog. The Mnushuk bog. That is a big critter over there. Should we put an arrow or two into him?
You are becoming quite the marksman.
Oh, we missed him. What was that? Stone troll. Yeah, Orcrist is beautiful. And this one's got an enchantment on it. Frost enchant. It's got little runes on it. And the frost enchant. So we want to go that way. Never really done enchanting? Oh well. It's helpful. I guess it depends on how difficult you make your game. I mean, really, I make my game so difficult that I have to have enchanted weapons and armor and stuff just to be able to survive. There's a very low flying bird. Bilberry. Thistle.
Let me give you some room.
Oh no, all pickup radius threads timed out. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna stop playing to report that. That's kind of pretty. What do we got over here? Looks like a town of sorts. They're collecting hay. What kind of a plant is that? We can't pick it, it's just for looking. Somebody hung a water skin from the side of the... What is this here? Requires a key. Somebody's farm. Pretty peaceful land here. What's this? Gooseberries. That looks like more goose. Is that an apple tree? That is an apple tree. What about 11sies? What about second breakfast? Afternoon tea. Supper? Dinner? Off into the sunset. I think we got wolves or something going on there. Well, we found a road and some windmills. A bunch of hobbits. Looks like they're working in the fields. Whose house? This is halfling door. So bargains over that way. These all require keys. Well, we made it to the Shire. That looks like bargain. I would say that is bargained.
I once worked on a farm. Good times, many pleasant smells, and chickens.
Sorry, I gotta sit on the bench and have a smoke and wait for Gandalf to come pulling up the road. Should we go into Bargend? This is Bargend. It's for Tildo's 111th birthday. Tildo Taggins, happy birthday. I got a cake. Big old chocolate cake with berries. Big old jar of honey, blackberry honey. Alright, what did Baracel say? Fuzz Morton. Near Lake. So where's the old farm? It's over that way, east of Bargend. So that's where we want to go. EMQ. Well, MQ I assume is main quest.
Well, well, what have we here? A stranger approaches the secluded base of the Rangers.
I stumbled into some sort of adventure.
Adventures are nothing to worry about, so long as you have some sort of beacon to guide you. Perhaps you will permit this gatekeeper to be your torch. From what I can tell, you check out all right. Please find your own way into the base. You should be fine. Just don't forget to shine your light on the situation. If at the end of the day you are still pondering my choice of words, then the Rangers will have no use for you. The pleasure is mine. Of that you can be sure. Give my regards to Thorman. He'll be so glad to hear from me. You will find him inside.
Captain, looks like the mouse sprung our trap.
They're not very nice to me when I first show up.
I strongly suggest you speak quickly to explain your presence here. Buyer cell sent you. I suppose I can see why. Especially if you helped her from a pack of foes. But any scoundrel could pick up a name, couldn't they? Such a pity she isn't here to confirm your tale. So, just to be safe, describe her to me.
She didn't have blue eyes, she had green eyes. Brown hair neatly braided to one side, emerald eyes, she wore a green outfit. That's her.
Huh. I guess it is safe to say you did meet her. Perhaps we started off on the wrong foot. You may not be my enemy after all. I need one more thing before your release is warranted. What is your name, stranger?
Lugan? No. I am Ochirza.
Thank you. My name is Thorman, and I am Buyer Cell's captain. Your words have earned you your freedom. Now please, follow me into our base. We will continue our conversation in there.
That is some rusty bars. You gonna unlock the door there?
This is a joke, right? You're not actually going to let her in, are you? She hardly answered the way we agreed on.
You're right. She didn't. But my reasons behind this decision are my own.
Her name is
Go ahead and unlock
Ochirza.
her cage.
Just a fair warning. If you
Redguard
so much as
and
adjust
elf.
your sheath while you're in here,
If you,
I'll have a dagger up your throat faster than you can
couldn't tell.
apologize. I hope that's perfectly clear. Here's the key, Outlander.
She's
I'm
kind of
sure
a
you know how to
barbarian.
use it.
And she's, I love the dreadlocks. She's got some really long dreadlock hair going on. We did pick up something we wanted to equip. That.
Good you're back. We never got the chance to finish our discussion from earlier. What of these trolls? I suppose you think they came down from the mountains by chance as well. These are no coincidences.
Listen, Foridon, I've heard your opinion, but what would you do about this situation right now?
I don't know. Something. Anything is better than sitting here talking about what could be done.
We cannot act too hasty. We need to think about our actions. Think about the consequences. We can't just barge into people's lives and disrupt their routines. We need to act with caution. That's all I'm saying.
I think Fordon has a point, though. I too am wary of sitting idly by while our enemies move at the fringes of our sight. How can we hope to do good if we cannot warrant the safety of those we're supposed to protect? How can we leave our mark on this world if we sit still?
Ah, I see what you're trying to do, both of you. You would replace my vision with your own. I'll have none of this. Thorman, you've been quiet this whole time. Surely you can dismiss their concerns.
Concerns? It sounds like you three are still not satisfied with the way I deal with our problems.
I am satisfied, Thorman. I was just telling Foridon and Tinruth that we should have faith in our capabilities.
Jersik, you coward! Hiding behind the chief again?
No need for hostilities, Tinruth. Thorman, you know how I feel about maintaining a passive stance in these times.
I am well aware of your reservations. You also know nothing has changed. We need more information before we can turn to action.
Of course. But we should at least dispatch scouting parties to see what areas are threatened. What is the use of waiting until it's too late?
We would, if we could spare the manpower. Yet we cannot afford to discontinue our regular duties. I need everyone on their post, and that is that.
If you insist, Thorman. I just wish my post wasn't between the four corners of this base all the time!
Where?
Stop playing the victim, Tinruth. We know you are capable, and no, we're not holding you back. Patience is one of the final lessons you need to learn, apparently.
There she is.
If only someone would actually teach me anything.
Ah, there's a familiar face. I'm glad you found your way to our base.
We've met, yes. And I hope the Outlander forgives me for the manner in which it happened.
I think that means you were locked up in our cage. Isn't that right? Thorman, this one helped me defeat a gang of... Thalmor, you call them? I owe my life to this Outlander.
I know. She told me about your shared battle. That display of bravery played a sizable part in the Outlander's release. I would welcome such a brave soul, if they were willing to lend a hand in some of our efforts. I assume that is why you sent her here by herself. You expressed our need for aid?
I did indeed. Therefore, I am glad the
Purple and
Outlander
green.
showed up. I think she will be a boon to our cause.
For better or for worse, we are in need of aid. Please speak to the other rangers while Buyersell and I discuss what needs to be done.
An unexpected party.
If there's something you need, I'm probably not the one to talk to, but I can point you in the right direction.
Greetings.
Greetings. It is my pleasure to meet you. Despite what the others may think, I believe you'll be a great boon to our company. But perhaps I speak too soon, and my words are filled with too much hope. However, we could truly use some light in this darkness, and I hope Thorman will decide to have you join our ranks. As a hired hand, of course. If I could answer any of your questions, let me know. I traveled through the Shire to assess any rising threats. If you need to know what occurs in between these hills, speak to me. I am most skilled in moving unseen and treading silently. Without the knowledge I provide to our company, we might just as well be blind. I earned my position here through the skill and efficiency I displayed in the past. I would love to share some of the tales of my adventures with you, but now may not be the best time to sit and exchange stories.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Sure.
Let's go meet some of the others. Looks like we found the kitchen. Potato. Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew. They got a little bread oven. Silverware. Salt pile. Nuts. That does not look like nuts. Enchanting and alchemy. Archery scoring. Week 12. So Buyersell is the best. Tinruth complaining some more. Whining.
What do you seek?
Greetings.
You'll have to excuse me if I won't greet you with a merry smile and a hoping heart. I do not know who you are, where you're from, or why you're truly here even. I hope you will not betray the trust of Thorman and loyal Buyersell. But that is the extent of my faith in you. Alas, if you have any questions for me, it is my duty to provide you with the information you seek. But I hope we can be brief. Conversations are not something I find comfort in.
Okay. He's not very nice. Tinruth
Yeah?
in the tower. Playing chess, no less.
Greetings.
I'm to believe that you could be the answer to our problems. Truthfully, I fail to see why we should trust you. We're doing quite well on our own, thank you. What task is there for you to do that I wouldn't be able to do myself? I just wish I had more time to perform all these extra duties. Let me know if you need any information from me.
Extra duties. So she's complaining they put her to work. Looks like this is the library.
Outlander.
Yes?
All right. So I've got to speak to. Well, I did speak to Tinruth in Dursuk. Okay. Well, I guess I got to talk to him again. Tinruth's up this way. She's hiding out in her tower. Rapunzel.
Hello.
Greetings.
I'm to believe that you could. We're doing quite well on our own, thank you. What task is. I just wish I had more time to perform all these extra duties. Let me know if you need any information from me. I know your type. You think you could storm in here and earn your position in higher ranks after performing just a few tasks here and there. This isn't a group like that, friend. In any case, I joined before you did, so I'm due for promotion long before you can escape your menial tasks.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. Now we gotta go talk to this other guy. Appears to be over this way. Oh, he was the not so nice guy over here.
Outlander.
Greetings.
You'll have to excuse me if I won't greet you with a merry smile and a hoping heart. I do not know who. I hope you will not be. But that is the extent of my faith in you.
Alright.
Alas, if you have any questions for me, it is my duty to provide you with the information you seek. But I hope we can be brief. Conversations are not something I find comfort in.
What's your function?
I fight. I also know how to mend broken weapons and armor, and train some of the other rangers. But I mostly just meet our foes on the battlefield. Isn't much more to say. There is something I should have told you earlier. I will not have any talk of my past. Come to me if you need training, or a new blade. But if you search for the secrets of my wrongdoings, you will not find them. Is that understood? For now, let me be Durusk, Weapon Master to you. Uh-huh.
Okay, now we can go back and talk to these other ones.
Oh hey, did you need something?
Outlander, after some consideration, we'd like to ask you to perform some minor tasks for us. Your efforts would truly help our cause, even though the jobs appear mundane. We do not have much gold to offer, but you will be compensated for your work.
I know our offer to perform trivial jobs doesn't seem like much, but you would truly help our effort should you accept. What say you? Will you help me once more? I am happy to hear it. Take some time to explore our base, or to speak to my fellow rangers to see what needs to be done. I will see you again soon.
Yes? Good. You're still here. Like I said before, I wish to discuss some tasks with you that need doing. Nothing too difficult, but you might greatly aid our efforts. I have 5 different tasks you can choose from. I noticed our food stores are running low, and the base is in dire need of materials for maintenance. I also received word of a wolf pack about to cross the Shire borders, and that goblins have set up camp in our territory. Finally, I understand that strange folk have been sighted in some of the villages in these areas. What matter would you like to attend to?
Should we go hunt for wolves? Goblins. Food stores. Alright, well let's do some goblins.
We've overheard rumors of goblin camps here in the Shire. I'll be honest with you. We receive tales like this quite frequently, usually some young halfling trying to spook his friends. Nevertheless, there is a slight possibility these rumors have some truth behind them. In any case, I suggest you proceed with great caution.
Kachun?
Where do I begin?
The goblins around here are more clever than most, and will undoubtedly be tucked away in the shadows, invisible to the untrained eye. Once you find the entrance to their camp, there will most likely be a riddle for you to solve. No 2 goblin riddles are the same. That said, your mission is to search the area where our rumors point to, and see if you can find the goblin camp. If you do, find out how to get inside by solving the riddle, and then get that information back to me as soon as possible. That is it. We'll handle it from there.
Little fiends. Okay, so we're searching a suspect area for goblins. Nasty goblins.
Remember when a bandit entering the Shire was a rare occurrence? Goblins only had a place in law books.
Too many bones, not enough meat. Alright, where are these goblins? Suspicious cave. Siri. Well, I'm guessing it's a suspicious cave. Little fiends. Yeah, it's the suspicious cave. So we need to go north. That way. Come, Inigo. We are looking for goblins. We have ducks. And canis root. No, that's her brush. What's up, Ray Ray? Time stampings, I can't stay. Sorry. Okay, no problem. Yeah, we're in the Shire. We're playing through the Shire. The Bob's Shire is the name of the mod. And we talked to some rangers. We saved one named Byracel. We talked to Thorman, their leader, and we're on the search for suspected goblin hideout. And we're just supposed to find a way in and then report back. So we're not supposed to kill them or anything. Barrel Rider. Egg of the Rider. So yeah, we're knocking the barrels in because, of course, Barrel Rider. Luckwearer, Riddle Maker. Lovely titles. What else do you claim to be? Barrel Rider. Now that is interesting. And what of your little dwarf friends? Where are they hiding? You think you can deceive me, Barrel Rider? Are you in the Shire? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I'm in the Shire right now. I am in the Shire. That's why I knocked the barrels into the water. And I got the egg of the Barrel Rider. So that should be in my inventory. So eggplant. So I guess that's a unique item. Maybe not. Is it armor? I could have sworn we picked up the egg of the Barrel Rider. So let's go over here. Let's go down to E. Dugout key. Eggplant. We do not have an egg of the Barrel Rider. We have bacon. Push button, get bacon. That's right. Rule 3. Push button, get bacon. We have very low-flying birds. The Shire is a very merry place. So we're only a couple hundred feet away from Suspicious Cave. So we need to find... Yeah, the Hobbit voices are good. Been smoking too much, cousin. What's that? A route. So how do we find our way into the suspicious cave? Quivering Shred Cave. Well, it looks like it's blocked. Okay, so we need to find a riddle. What has roots that nobody sees, is taller than trees? Up, up, up it goes, and yet never grows. The mountain. A box without key, hinges, or lid. Yet golden treasure inside is hid. So I'm looking for some kind of a riddle. I'm assuming it's going to be on like a plaque or something. So let's follow our marker. We're at the suspicious cave. What do I have in my pocket? Oh, that's not fair. 3 guesses. You must give us 3. Hanses. Knife. String or nothing. 2 guesses at once. Wrong both times. Come on, you promised to show me the way out. Did we say so, precious? Did we say so? Yeah, string! Bat's wings. Okay, this is a rock that goes pretty high up there, but I do not see a puzzle or a way in. Now, maybe hiding behind all this really tall grass or something. Maybe. You would think it would be somewhere over here. Like a plaque or something. Hanses. I'm running in circles. Alright, let's take a good look at this place. Without the grass. Okay, where is this stinking riddle? Riddle me this. Ah, rock with strange inscriptions. It's harder to catch the faster you go. Get steadier pace and then it will flow. Well, it's not a rainbow or goblins or mirage. I would say your breath. Harder to catch the faster you go. So to catch your breath, right? You watch me instead? Okay. I would say breath. Because it's not time. Hey! We can return to Thorman or optional enter the hideout. Yeah, that's definitely breath. That was a pretty good riddle, though. Bring back the grass. Alright, so now we have an opening. But he told us just to figure out a way in, and then...
What is that funny-smelling red plant you are carrying?
That's the Crimson Nernroot. Alright, so we gotta go back to Thorman. He's that way. We'll enjoy some more wonderful scenery on our way. Yeah, it's very Oblivion-esque. Old school 2006 Oblivion-esque. Very fantasy green coloration. Yes, you can build your own hobbit hole. But it takes frickin' forever. And you gotta keep having more
You want to talk?
No, I don't
What's
want to
next?
talk. More and more supplies sent. And lavender. I love all the trees. Very different than Skyrim's trees. And pretty good quality too. I mean, they're not... I'd say they're at least 1K texture. They might be 2K texture. I mean, in normal gameplay, they look pretty good. You know, like the trunk bark and everything. I like little sprinklings of brown grass in there. Plenty of mountain flowers. That's where all the columbine. Well, if you were a barrel rider, you wouldn't have gotten very far. You tried Middle Earth redone. Yes, I have tried it. I like this better. The Middle Earth redone, I mean, you can come across Legolas is in there, and you can get there's a lot of other things you can pick up. And it's actually got Gandalf in the carriage when you get to Bag End. He's out front. So there's some cool things like that. And the little town that's there is pretty cool. And there's a little bit of a quest with it. Yeah, the entire fellowship is there. Yeah, you can come across them. But it's incomplete. Like I went to Elrond's place and the map was incomplete. So there was places like I could see through the world, you know, whereas the Shire here is much more complete world space, and a lot larger.
Up you kista.
Different story though. It's not just a replay of the other one. Middle Earth is more of a replay of the actual story. Like you've got the Battle of the Five Armies at the end that you can do, and you can go to House of Elrond and all of that. This is a unique story though in the Shire, in the Bob Shire. So I kind of like that idea about it. There is Tildo Taggins, you know. Yeah, there are a lot of houses in this one you can't enter, but the world space is much more fleshed out. You know, when you look at the map here, it's huge.
Excuse me, my friend.
That's where you come in. But yeah, it's a big world space. This is where we're going back to. But then there's, you know, all the way down here also that you can travel to. Some of those places obscured by clouds, but the world space here is enormous. And there's a whole quest line and player home and everything else that's here. So there's I don't know, between the two, this was the one that I liked better. So it's the one I put in my mod list. But yeah, I have played the Middle Earth one too. Well, I guess we're going back through the bogs. Yeah, and there's some overpowered weapons and stuff in that one. Whereas you're not really going to find that in this one. And the Battle of the Five Armies at the end is, you know, it's kind of fun to watch, but wasn't as epic as I thought it was going to be. Let's go back and talk to Thorman. I mean, they're both good. Don't get me wrong, they put a lot of effort into both of them. But out of the two, this is the one that made it into my mod list. Mainly because it's a big world space with a new quest.
I heard a lot
Were
of
the
talk from
rumors true?
halflings about Old Man Taggin's treasure. I wonder how much he actually has left.
It will not take long for the goblins to realize someone has been fiddling with their front door. If they are to be dealt with, it must be done most swiftly. Thank you for this information, Outlander. Here is your reward.
600 gold. And he likes me.
What would you like to do next?
Strange folk, wolves, food stores. How about food stores? Let's go hunting.
I'm going to hand you over to Tinruth for this one. She'll be needing help collecting some of our more basic needs. It's tedious work, but necessary. Speak to her to receive your orders in broader detail. Close to nothing. He only
Yeah?
had one small chest to begin with.
Thorman asked you to help with the food supply run? Finally! It's about time I washed my hands of these trivial tasks. I'm glad he found a replacement. You'd better get well acquainted with duties like these. You'd be carrying them out a lot, that's for sure.
What needs to be done?
Our food supply is running low again. And contrary to some folks' favorite legends, we can't survive without it.
Chat camera mod.
Since you're new here, I'll make it
It's
simple.
called alternate
You cook the
conversation
field berries
camera.
and wood deer venison. Should be easy enough as they're both located in the
And
ravine field
it's
forest.
based on like the
I'll handle the
Witcher
rest. Sound fair?
conversation camera where it switches back and forth between the two. At least in third person. Oh, hi, baby. You gonna come up and say hi? Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come say hi. What, you just come to bug me? You're not gonna come up and say hi? Okay, I see how you are, Angel. Say again. It's based on the Witcher style conversation.
I'm in charge here.
So
I'll decide what's fair. You'll just have to trust my leadership.
It just switches back and forth.
Sure.
We should start immediately. If you think the others are a little grumpy now, just wait till their bellies are empty.
No, it's
I'll meet
not
you back
Kai.
here when you're done.
That was Angel, yeah.
How would you know that?
Find and collect
There are a
10
few times
field berries and
I've
one
had
wood
reason
deer
to enter his house. Unseen, of
Ravenfield
course.
Forest.
But that is no concern of yours.
Is that where those shiny silver spoons in the kitchen came from?
He's stealing spoons. She had all my spoons stuffed in her pocket. Dreadful woman. Labedia Sackville Baggins. Alright, so let's look at our journal. Supplying the food stores. So we're looking at collect 10 field berries, 1 wood deer venison in the Ravenfield Ravine. Ravine? Okay. Well, where is that forest? It's up there. Okay. Place marker. Let's go. It's starting to get late. It's only 6 o'clock. Wonder why we're not getting our magical jump. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Ow. And we're not getting our MCO combat. Something is not working correctly. Yeah, we are having a bit of an issue here. Hold on a minute. Yeah, we're having a bit of an issue here. Like part of SKSC is not functioning correctly. So, Tell you what, let's try a save and a load. You did it with you playing as Frodo? No, it wasn't realistic conversation. It's called alternate conversation camera. Is what it's called. So, but we're having a little bit of an issue, so we're going to try reloading because it's apparently SKSE didn't want to load and play right. So we're going to try it again. Okay, that is correct. That is correct also. Okay, it just needed to reload. It didn't load right coming out the door. Weird. Okay. Yeah, now we got our magical jumping back too. Okay, well, yeah. Save, reload. Got a bunch of mollusks growing over here. And it's getting late, so how about we spend the night? We'll come out in the morning. So yeah, alternate conversation camera is actually very nice. It's much different. And you can kind of play with it if you want to look, you know, over your shoulder, or if you want it to be like looking from your face or whatever. So you can change that. First person, third person kind of a thing. I don't know if it would be that way on Xbox. Love the music. Shire cotton. It's a drink. It's alcohol. Mollusks. Yeah, I don't know if it's got an MCM menu. It might. Let's take a look. No. Because it's called alternate conversation camera, so it may be. You can take a look. Xbox not so well, had texture tiers with dwarven follower ones. Oh, texture tears. Well, maybe Queen would know. Do you guys have alternate conversation camera on Xbox, Queen? If anybody would know, Queen would know. Okay, what the heck is
Really
that?
think you can take me on?
Goblin Defiler!
Rest forever.
They fight like Falmers. Okay. Yeah, Ray was just asking. And I know it's called alternate conversation camera. It's the name of the mod. Thanks, Queen. I'm sure Ray thanks you too. So we have a little weather change. It's really dreary. There we go. I don't like it so dreary. Yeah, snapdragons. So yeah, we're 106 hours into this playthrough, and we're just doing all of the... What's that? Plant. Oh, you're looking now, Ray? Okay. Cool. They have pink butterflies. I do like that they have apple trees. So we need to shoot one of these deer in the middle of trying to learn fishing. Okay, well, good luck. Okay, so it looks like a big ravine of sorts. Okay, this is that's pretty epic. Let's find the elk. Oh, I see him. Oh, hey now, that's a bear. You didn't say nothing about cave bears. Made me lose my elk. Alright, is there another one around here? Stardew Valley. Hard for fishing. Did I get there? Where's my elk? He took off. He didn't go for a swim, did he? Not on Xbox? Okay, that's a bummer. It's a great mod. Little Miss A and I have been making a farm. Oh, okay. She has you married, knocked up, so no fighting. Or the mine. Okay. Well, hey, you know, you start a family. That's cool. That's one way to take them out. Okay, we got the wood deer venison. There's the field berries. There's field berries. We need 10 field berries. So now I know what they look like. The unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch. Okay, well, we've collected all the field berries. Okay, that's funny. I use a replacer. So they got this. The log isn't the small log that was supposed to be there. It's this big old log. That's funny. It updated 4 times last week. Okay, that's interesting. Is that just for Xbox? And who's doing the updates? I didn't think that what's his face was doing the updates anymore. Oh, you started a whole new mod list? Okay. Who's the big green dude over there? Shire troll.
Any last words?
He kind of fugly. Arthmore. Arthmore is the one who did a lot of work on the unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch, but they're also somebody that tried to remove the older versions to force people to play on the latest version of the game. There's also some other drama with Arthmore. I try to avoid going anywhere near that. If people want to deal with drama or create drama or live in drama or think that there's drama, that's in their head, and they're welcome to do it. Just, I'll be over there. Okay? Yeah, I'm not going to get involved. Undo mods for USSD. We have goblins. We're gonna light you guys up. Nasty goblins is. Have the undo mods for they appeared the last few weeks. Play SC with the basic upgrade AE content. Okay. Yeah, I'm on 1.5.97 for computer, which is SE, but I have Halgari's Best of Both Worlds, so I have all the AE content. But the main reason I stayed on here, I'll show you. See this right here? This is a mod called Blink. And it requires... Oh.
You ought not to jest with the likes of me.
It requires the .NET script framework.
You have your reasons,
to
I
work,
have mine.
and that only works on 1.5.97. It doesn't work on any later versions of the game. Earlier today or Monday, someone named Little Fellow will be asking you about hotkey mod for his PC game. Watch him a lot at night. He needs one. Well, what kind of hotkey are you looking for? Are you looking for like the hotkeys I have at the bottom of the screen? Those can hold spells, or they can hold potions. So, like if I, with my weapon out and drawn, I can hit F4. Well, it won't do anything unless my weapon's, I'm not ready to fire. But I can cast a spell with my weapon drawn. And I just did Stone Flesh. So I can also summon my hot girlfriend with a weapon drawn. So that's the Flame Atronach, that's F5. F6 would be drinking a potion. So I can do that and it plays the animation for drinking a potion. And F8 is Troll's Blood, so you'll see I will regenerate faster. Oh, that's all him? Okay. Hey, what's up, RM? So that's the spell. It's called Spell Hotbar, the one that's at the bottom of the screen, and you can have up to, oh well, you can have a lot. You can have up to 12 slots on the bottom of the screen if you have enough keys for them. I just have F4 through F8 because I'm still using these for F1, F2, and F3. So F1 will equip my Orcrist, Instincts, and Flame Darts. Okay, and F2 equips my Twin Blade and Judgment Cut End. And then my buttons, my numbered buttons, are for my bow, to take off my hat, or take off my cloak. And then I can change from Flame Darts to Fast Healing to Tariel's Gale, Wall of Storms, and Reinforced Diam, which does okay. So basically, if I've got my bow, right, with a touch of a button, I can change to my spell sword setup, right? And with a touch of a button, I can change to my twin blade setup. And then I can go to a bow, and then back to spell sword. And then if I wanted to do healing, I can do healing and a sword, again with a touch of a button. And then if I'm cold, with one button, I can put on my hood or take it off. It'll end up on my hip. So I've got the hood on the hip thing that I can put it on or put it on my hip. And then I can put on my cloak with one button too, if I'm cold and I need warmth. So all of that is hotkeyed. What other hotkeys do I use? Well, the AE update, are you talking about, did you purchase AE? The anniversary edition? So did you get like, or did you just get the 4 free ones? Creation Club content that came with SE that were just given away for free. So Saints and Seducers, Rare Curios, Fishing, and what the hell was the last one? Survival. I think it was Survival mode. So those were the 4 free ones that they gave away. Okay, I don't know about you, but that's pretty freaking epic, and we're taking a screenshot. Or did you purchase the AE and you got like all of the... Did I change the grass in your list? Yeah, the grass that I use, I'm using... Well, this, I believe, is all Shire grass. I don't know. I don't think it's going to show up here. Mountain Trim 01 grass from the Bob Shire. Rock Cliff, Mountain Cliff Slope grass. So that's the grass that's on top of the slope, but not the grass that's here. The grass that's here is probably using stuff from Folkvanger. I use a combination. It's like, it's very close to I want to say QR's grass mod, but I don't think it's QR. I think it's Q something else. But anyhow, I'm using Folkvanger tundra grass with the summer tundra, so it's green. And then I'm using what's the name of that one? It's the one with the grasses that are really tall around Falkreath Forest. I'm drawing a blank. Sucks getting old. Origins of Forest, that's what it's called. So basically it's Folkvanger grass with the summer tundra retexture. And
it's no better to be safe than sorry.
Origins of Forest on top of it.
Is this supposed to be a challenge? There is no room for weakness.
And then I've added some grasses from Verdun.
Think you can take me?
On top of it.
Prepare for
You're
liberation.
nothing compared.
Anger only weakens you.
I'm sorry, did I break your train of thought? Or did I just break your head? Spill your guts everywhere? Sensible interface with 8 quick slots, Nordic UI, mods capped at 700, Oblivion interaction mod, easy dodging. Okay. I used TK's random dodge. So I'm going to get random dodges. So that was a roll. That's a step. That's a roll. That's a roll. That's kind of a jump roll. So, but they'll be random. So that was a step forward. That's like a spring and spring. And then a flip. Sky UI, I like Sky UI. So I like this whole part of it, right? Because you can add, I mean, if you wanted to, here, check this out. All right, so I put all of my armor and everything in here with my weapon and, well, my spell sword setup, right? And a power, instincts. So I'm going to get all of that. So now I'm going to look for, let me wait till I get my arrow back. I gotta wait till things load. There it is. Okay, and I'm looking for Divine Elegance. So that's the crafting raven. So I'm looking for, let's find a nice dress. Elven fairy dress, mauve, forest, berry, midnight, gold, ooh, roses. Let's do the one with roses. Okay, and then I'm looking for wings, animated feather wings. And something with roses. So let's see. So we got mithril wings, succubus wings, sorcerer, purple, brown, white, blue, white, red, black. So the white, red might be okay. And let's see if we can just find some that's sorcerer red. Okay, that should be enough. So now let's change our outfit. We should have a couple of dresses in here and some wings. So let's see what these wings look like. So those are the white red wings. So we're going to go just with the red ones. And then let's look at where is... So we're going to put that on. Where's the dress? Fairy dress. And then let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, can you dig it? So now what we're going to do is we're going to favorite those items. So we need to favorite that. We're going to favorite that. And we're going to favorite the... Here, let's go with that one. Let's favorite that. Okay. So now we come back over here, and this is with the twin blade. We're going to drop that in there. So that's the dress and the wings. Okay, so if I press F1, the only thing it didn't do is take the wings off, but then I can take these two things off, but it changed my outfit. And then F2 would give me the dress, but it didn't take the skirt. So there's a few things that it didn't take off. But you can see how I can do a whole outfit pretty much with a push of a button by hotkeying them this way. So let's take that out of there. Let's take that out of there. We're leaving all of this in there, but we want to take the helmet out and we want to take the cloak out so that we can do that. And then let's take the wings off. Yeah, a whole layout on a hotkey. So an outfit, as well as whatever weapons you're carrying, as well as, whatever power you want. So I did have F3 as like sword and board. I was using the Raven Shield with the sword. So it's still set up there, so I can go... Let's get rid of the wings. They're being a little annoying. Okay, and then we're going to go Raven Shield. We're going to put that F3, so let's put this F3. And we're going to do that. Actually, that's the wrong one, but we're looking for our Raven Shield. And we're going to put this in the left, and we're going to put this like that. And then what kind of a power should we put with that? Yeah, that's a shield that I made. I got permission to use that image. I'll put instincts with it. Okay, so if I wanted to change to sword and board, well, we are sword and board right now. Or we can go to sword and spell, or we can go twin blade, or bow. So all of that's just hotkeyed. So switching in between them, and you can do it, I mean, you can even do it on the run, right? So we're sword and board right now, and we'll switch to spell sword. Switch to spell. Switch to spell again. Switch to spell. So it's, hotkeying is really the way to go. And then once we have this pulled, we also have these, which we can cast no matter what we have going. So you've got the hotkeys down on the bottom. Now the nice thing about the spell hotbar down on the bottom is you can use an Alt button or Control or Shift. So if I only have, you see I've got 5 buttons on the bottom, but I can have them by themselves, and I can have them with Control, I can have them with Alt, and I can have them with Shift. So that's 5 times 4. That's 20 slots. And I can make them different for everything that I've got. If you notice this one, my F7 is different. And this one, my F7 is different again. So what do I have here for F7? Ultimate Magicka. Let's see, this will tell me what I'm putting in each one. So it's really an intuitive way to set it up. And it makes it easy to change out. What's up, Wolfie? Well, I like the sword and board. Mainly I'm doing spell sword, this is my spell sword setup, right? But I do archery. So I've got my archery set up. And I love the twin blade. Yeah, I made this weapon. This is a twin blade I made out of orc wrist. And this is orc wrist from the Hobbit movies. My version of it that I created the 3D model. I actually really like this one just for the detail that's on the scabbard. I mean, the detail on the scabbard is very nice. And I like how the sword fits into the scabbard. So if I draw it, that's what's on the scabbard. That's the actual texture on the sword. And there's little details too, like on the pommel. Only it's reflecting light, so it's difficult to see. Don't worry, I'll get there. There it is, that little diamond on the pommel, which is actually on the one in the movie. Yeah, orc wrist. I love the shape of the blade. But I like how the blade fits into the scabbard too, and becomes like one piece. It's actually a piece of maple. And I hand drew that little detail on the bottom. So the metal on this one is hand drawn. The little shadows and everything on there. That's why it's not super duper high detail, because I drew that by hand. I painted that in GIMP. Same thing with the scallops on the handle. Those are hand painted in GIMP too. If I can get close enough to them. Those scallops right there on the handle were hand painted by me. Cool weapon. Alright, so we are going back, but most of the time you're not close enough to see or to make out that, oh, that's only hand painted, right? It's not actually a piece of metal. Dawnbreaker. Cool. Well, I didn't do Dawnbreaker. But I was using the Sword of Thranduil for most of this playthrough, but I changed over to Orcrist before we came over here into the Shire. I just thought it was appropriate. And then we changed over to Orcrist Twin Blade also at the same time. And this is my Orcish bow, which is, it's a Scythian bow, the shape. So it's a real world shape. And it goes great with the Orcish arrow. Well, that's an ebony arrow there. The front of that isn't just, I don't know if you can see, but it's actually twisted. The arrowhead is twisted. There you can kind of see it. But little details like that most people miss. A rapier? Cool. Yes, Oblivion Remastered is now mixed reviews on Steam, mainly because Bethesda can't be bothered to fix performance at all. Well, okay, here's the thing. They didn't really do anything. They let a different company patch together their game engine, which was very poorly optimized from the get-go. It's the whole reason I got into modding. I can tell you a story. So I was hooked on Morrowind, right? And I built a gaming computer to play Morrowind, heavily modded Morrowind. And then when Oblivion came out in 2006, I pre-ordered it and was down at GameStop in the morning to go pick up my copy on disc, right? So I brought it home and I loaded on my badass gaming rig, and it keeps blue screen of death and crashing, and I can't get it to play, and it was just a major pain in the butt, right? So what I did was I went to Bethesda's official forums and I started talking to people there in the hardware and software division of Bethesda's official forums. And I'm like, hey, you know, I can't get the game to play. And the people there were really nice, and they taught me how to clean up all the background programs in Windows, and you're talking Windows XP Service Pack 2. So there wasn't a whole lot of background stuff like there is in like Windows 10 or Windows 11 or even Windows 7. Has so much garbage in it now that I end up stripping all that crap out. Like I don't use Copilot, I use Cortana, I don't use OneDrive or any of that other stuff. I don't use any of that. Don't need it. I just need a basic operating system so that my game will run, because my computer is basically to play games. You know, I don't need all that other garbage. And I'm sure some people like it, but you know, what about us gamers who just want a simple operating system to run the frickin' game and not a whole bunch of background programs running all the time to eat up all our IRQs? That's, you know, if Windows really wanted to make money, if Microsoft really wanted to make money, they would put out a couple different versions of Windows. They would put out a stripped down version that had the bare minimum needed to run games, right? Without all the garbage in it. And then they would put out another version with all of the extras and everything that some people really enjoy, like Cortana and like you know, Copilot and all this other stuff that they've been putting into their operating systems, right? And you could sell twice as many copies, because the gamers who were just interested in having a stripped down version of the operating system to run the game would buy that. But they might have another computer or laptop or whatever that they're doing, you know, maybe some remote working or whatever on, that they need all these other things on, you know, Microsoft Teams and everything else, okay, because they need it for work. So they would buy both operating systems from you. You'd make twice as much money. Like I said, if they were smart. Of course, I never said they were smart. Anyhow, hopefully they get that idea and they run with it. Microsoft made screeching it's odd. Yeah, maybe. Microsoft Teams. Yeah, we're going to get the whole group together and talk about building ES6 over Microsoft Teams. So anyhow, yeah, that's what I want. I want just a stripped down, bare minimum operating system so that I can play my games and get the best frame rate I can get. Now, I'm not adverse to upscaling, and I'm not adverse to frame generation. I'm running both right now, but you can see up in the upper right-hand corner, I'm getting 110 frames per second at 3440 by 1440 resolution on a modded Skyrim with over 2,000 mods. And we're running over 100 frames per second. And I'm streaming. Okay? I can't complain about that at all. So, but yeah, again, I've stripped down my operating system of everything I don't need running in the background also. Anyhow, back to the Oblivion remastered that they put out that I didn't even bother buying. And I'll tell you why, okay? It's the same game on the same game engine. It's most of the game, except for the visuals, is running on the same game engine, the creation engine, from 2006. Now it's just merged with Unreal Engine for all of the, you know, landscape and graphical things are running on Unreal Engine. But the reason that it still sucks is they didn't update the game engine. So really what I'm looking forward to Skyblivion, because Skyblivion's made on Skyrim's game engine, which again isn't ideal, okay, but it's better than the creation engine from 2006, for sure. But yeah, you should thank Bethesda for turning out a game that would barely run on the hardware of the day when they released Oblivion. It was at the cutting edge of what the hardware could handle. And only when the hardware started becoming stronger did Oblivion actually run halfway decent. NVIDIA Smooth Motion? No, because I don't have a 4000 series graphics card. I have a 3000 series graphics card. I'm on a 3090. I'm using Pure Dark's upscaler and FrameGen right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what this is right here. It's Pure Dark's AIO build. I'm running DLSS upscaling on the quality level, right? So not a whole lot of upscaling, but it's 2293 by 960, so that's pretty similar to like a 1080p, right? Because 1080p would be 1920 by 1024, right? So this is very similar, 2293 by 960. See you later, Ray Ray. Let me do a little math. So if I'm running 2293 by 960, that is 2,200,000 pixels. So for running 1080p, it's 1920 by 1024, which is just under, it's 1,966,000 pixels. So it's very close to 1080p, and I'm scaling that up to widescreen 1440p. But then I'm also running frame generation FSR3 at ×2. So it's doubling it, and I'm outputting 115. So if you were to cut that in half, It's 57 frames per second. If you look up in the upper corner up here, 57, 58 frames per second is what I'm running at this resolution. And then it's doubling it to this number here. So yeah, that's what I'm running for anybody who's interested. And yeah, I'm not getting any ghosting. That was the thing that really got me about lossless scaling. Is lossless scaling worked really great, but I would get ghosting around my character when I looked around quickly, and I would get ghosting around my HUD when I looked around quickly. But if you look at this, I'm not getting any ghosting around the head of my character when I look around quickly with FSR 3 frame gen. It's freaking beautiful, if you ask me. So to me, was it worth $5? Yeah, it was worth $5. I mean, I spent $7 on lossless scaling, but I purchased. Oh, look, we got mushrooms. Green Shire mushrooms. I wonder if they're magic. I purchased it a long time ago. Pure Dark's upscaler, before it even had frame gen. So, yeah, was it worth it for me? Yeah, it was worth it. Totally worth it. But I know some people are purists and they'll be like, oh, well, you know, if you can't play the game at 60 frames a second without, you know. And I'm like, okay, well, I want to play the game at a really good frame rate, over 100 frames per second. And I don't want any ghosting around my character or anything. I want it to be a nice image. EMB frame gen is actually what I send my mod list out with. Oh man, we made it all the way back up to the top. Let's go back in there. And it doubles your frame gen, and that's FSR 3.1 frame gen. Okay, so that's the same frame gen that's part of Pure Dark's, but you're not getting the upscaling. So it's actually really good. It can't get you to 114 frames a second, like I'm getting here. But it'll get you probably up to over 100 with my mod list. I have one of those. He keeps saying he prefers less than 80 mods every time I put on a mod list. Okay.
Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts.
The only game at 2K? Okay. Well, it also really depends on the refresh rate of your screen. I like the signs. Signs are really, really nice. I'm on a 144 hertz refresh rate screen. So that's why if I was only on a 60 hertz screen, I wouldn't need any more than 60 frames a second, because my screen wouldn't be able to display it. But since I'm on a 144 hertz screen, I want to get as close to 144 as possible. I mean, here I'm only pulling about 84, 87, 85 frames a second, but that's still really smooth at 85 frames a second. Super smooth. And with all of the faster SMP stuff going on, you know, hair, clothing, body physics, all of that, which is also very heavy. 165 hertz, 2K, yeah. Lock it at 60, EMB frame gen, 120 film. You know what? At 120, that's going to be. You're not really going to be able to tell the difference between 120 and 165 unless you're playing a first-person shooter competitively. then you'd be able to tell the difference. But on something like this, an RPG, the difference between 120 and 165 is if you notice it, you've got better eyes than I got. Which isn't saying much, I'm wearing glasses, but I'm just saying it's difficult to tell the difference. I mean, I can tell the difference between 60 and 120 for sure. Especially if I'm looking around quickly, I can tell the difference. But between 120 and 165, yeah, I can't really tell the difference. If I can get 120 everywhere, that'd be great. But my mod list is very graphically heavy. I've got Dindalod, and I ran Dindalod even for the Shire. So, here. And I'm running on ultra settings, so how far can I go before it changes to... Okay, here's the line right here. That's the line where it changes from a low poly model to a full model. So you can see where I'm at. I'm way over here. So let's go back out there again, and we'll see exactly how far. So I can see that I see this tree. We're gonna head straight for this tree, and we're still at a full model, even out to that tree. We're still at a full model all the way to right here. This is the line. But I still have grass here. It's just low poly grass, and the grass keeps going. So there's grass way out here too. What area mod is this? This is the Shire. But yeah, from right here, you can see the line from low poly to full model. And you can see where I'm at. Everything from there to me and the same distance the other way is going to be a full model. And that's, I can't even tell where it shifts. You know, when I'm running through the world, I might see a little flicker off in the distance, but there's grass over there. It's just low poly grass. Change dynamic LOD settings from default of 1121 at all? No? I don't change those. I run Dindalod. There is one setting that is recommended in Beth I to reduce to 0 because Dindalod's handling it. But I run Dindalod on version 2. Now version 1 would be much heavier on my system because it would be full models even further out. But if I can look out like this, there's a little bit of fog, right? So let's clear the fog up. If I can look out like this and I'm seeing grass, I see grass on that hill way over there. Right? Now, I know that's low poly grass, but at this distance, it's so small, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between low poly and full model, but I can see grass on that hill over there. And that's Dindalod. So even if I get, let's get a little higher vantage point here.
Another soul demands release. They have stopped moving.
They have stopped moving. Alright, so let's say we're way up here. Troll's Bane. Yeah, there's grass way over there, which I know is low poly grass. So out at the horizon, let's see if I can make it perfectly clear. But yeah, I don't really have to worry about pop-in. Because the trees are the same size and shape. They're just from low poly to full model. They may flicker a little bit when they change, but not enough to really notice. So yeah, I love, people ask me what's my favorite mod, Dying-a-Lot. It's not really a mod, it's a utility. But yeah, if I had to pick just one, Dying-a-Lot. Give me the distant LOD. And that's one thing that I really wish they would add. There's a couple things that I wish they would really add to the creation engine. And the first one being nanites. So that we don't need distant LOD models. Everything can be a full model, but the further you are away from it, it becomes lower poly. So you can maintain your frame rate and maintain the look as you're playing. Okay, so nanites would be huge. The other thing that I really wish we had, looking at the characters in the Oblivion remaster, is metahumans.
This goes beyond minced words.
So I really like that also. And I really like Lumen, you know, real-time ray trace lighting built into the game engine. So instead of having somebody like GG Unit go through and fix all of the lighting and fake light sources and everything, you know, like Lux did, that was a lot of work to fix all that and then patch everything. To have it built into the game engine would be huge. And it would be better lighting than we're getting right now. I'm not running RTGI right now. It would drop my frame rate 20 frames a second to run RTGI. But it's not running it with like nanites in mind, right? It would be running it on full models of everything within the image because it's running through reshade. So that's why it's so heavy. I mean, it looks great, but this looks pretty darn good also. I mean, the shadows would be a little better quality for sure. I messed around with dynamic LOD settings before, but it has a tendency to break quests. Because if you bump your distance you can view things out even further, it will also spawn NPCs further away from you as you're traveling through the world. And on some quests, if the NPC is supposed to interact with you right away, but they're spawning before you get close enough to hear them talking, you miss half the dialogue because you've increased the LOD distance. You follow me? And that's game breaking. So you have to kind of balance it. Be careful of that if you're going to mess with the 1121 or extend the U-grids to load. Mainly extending the U-grids to load is where the problem lies. And it looks great. it is taxing on the hardware to render more. But the main thing is it could break quests. So what's more important, have a game that works or have a game that looks really great? I mean, we'd like to put both of those together and have a game that looks really great and works, but messing with U-grids is something that I don't recommend doing. And I don't recommend messing with a dynamic LOD either. Now you're talking limitations within the game engine.
The halflings. They don't even try to understand us. Yep.
Something you need?
Yeah, I got the stuff you wanted.
Good. This should last us a short while at least. Foreman told me to give you this. Go ahead and speak with him again next chance you get.
What the halflings have seen of big folk has not always been pleasant. We have given them no reason to trust us.
By we, you mean the race of men, not us rangers, right?
To the little folk, there is no difference. Outlander.
Outlander. He needs that gravelly voice, though. Outlander.
What would you like to do next?
Poke you in the eye. Wolves. Guess we're doing wolves.
Good. I would have hated to spare a ranger for this one. We've heard several reports of a large wolf pack that entered in from the south a few days ago.
Wargs.
Packs like these haven't been seen in the Shire for years, and the halflings are viewing it as a bad omen. They need to be driven back out of our land before they develop a taste for something new, like those living in the surrounding villages. What do you think? Can you handle it, or am I overestimating your ability?
Nice to you since you're helping him. Yeah, one would hope. By the blood of my blade, those critters will be avenged. You mean... I don't think you mean avenged. You're not overestimating. I'll get it done.
Good. Then this shouldn't be a problem for you.
Nope.
Just keep in mind, wolves here in Middle Nirn are different from those you may have experienced elsewhere. Their hide is thick, and their teeth keen. If you wish to return with all your limbs attached, you will heed this warning.
Now I'm gonna punch him in the face. Fur and fangs. Investigate the wolves. So let's look at this and find fur and fangs. And check our map. Oh my gosh, they're way down there? They're way down there. Okay, so I guess we're going south. Alright. Oh, we're almost ready to go up a level. However, sacrilege. I need more coffee. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go out into the world. That should put a save right out here. And then I'm going to go refill my coffee. And I can play for another hour and 45 minutes. So we'll go down and we'll take care of some wolves. So far it's been running pretty good. We're 2 hours, 58 minutes into the stream, and the game's been running good. We only had that one issue where SKSE didn't load correctly, and we needed to create a save and then reload the game. So, but we didn't have to quit out, and it didn't crash. So, I don't see that as a big problem. It's just we were coming out of a doorway, and it decided not to load SKSE properly. Oh, that's some bright sunlight there. It's the evening sun. Wow. Alright, well, I will be right back, and we will continue. All right, full cup of coffee. Catch up, Inigo.
Let me give you some... Excuse me, my...
Or Inigo.
I am in your way.
South. Map. Set a marker. We have a marker. Well, some are in and some are out. Okay, we're going that way. Hope you can fly, Inigo. West. It's west. Go west. Is that like southwest? We're going for a swim. Catching some dragonflies. Some fish. It's only 5,300 feet. Let's go for a jog. Over the fence. It's a hobbit home. Requires key. They don't know to let me in. I wonder. I guess I don't know that spell, do I? Yes, I do. That's a big tree. Far end. We need to go that way. We'll run the last 2,000 feet. Better catch up, Inigo. Inigo? Where are you, Inigo? There I am. The music is pretty epic. I like it. So it actually says kill the wolves, so I have to kill the wolves. You die, she dies. Everybody dies. There's like 2 bridges next to each other. That's kind of interesting. Why would you build 2 bridges so close to each other? Why not one really big wide bridge? Whoa, okay. We hopped up there quite a ways. A race pony. I guess we can do pony races. It's a racetrack. Left-handed people and right-handed people, maybe. You mean hobbits? One for left-handed hobbits, one for right-handed hobbits. Left-footed hobbits. Proud feet. That's it. When I grow up, I want to be a hobbit. Oh, we have floating tree. Oh no. I'm not going to fix it. That's a cool willow tree over there. So I hear you.
Let's get this over with.
Can't break my spirit.
Down, Lucky. They did not know who they were messing with.
A Shire panther. Glowing Creek Cave. Well, I guess one of them's inside the cave. So yeah, we can walk around barefoot and smoke pipe weed and drink ale and eat like 5-6 meals a day. That's it. I want to grow up to be a hobbit.
I'm the weapon. Just getting warmed up.
Damn it.
Level 60 wolves. Yeah, they are made of sterner stuff, aren't they?
There will be more.
We're just cooking food for later.
heating up.
Random. Okay, Thorman, we took care of it. The Great White Wolf. Sure it's not the Great White Whale? Oh, nectar of the gods. Coffee. Well, it's almost 8 p.m. So why don't we set up camp, Inigo? Should we make a little campfire? Cook a little beef. Actually, we got quite a bit of beef to cook. 6 of them. 6 rabbit legs. 2 salmon. Should really find a cooking pot somewhere. I wonder if we can craft one. No, we can't craft a cooking pot. That blows. Okay, fine. We'd have to buy one. At least we're not going to freeze to death. Hey, a meteor storm's occurring. Can we see it? I don't see a meteor storm. We're looking. I don't see a meteor storm. We are 4 experience points away from going up a level. And we need to go that way. Let's go run through the forest. Oh, he's down there, 5,600 feet. What is that? That is a very bright flower. Well, we're almost back to the racetrack. So lots of little fetch quests, looks like, so far anyway, in the Shire. A really pretty scenery. Not a whole lot of wildlife. Lots of pickable items. And wildlife is pretty sparse. I guess if you want more wildlife, go to Chanterelle. Looks like we do have little... little smacklings of civilization. Path meat. Doling, small doling. Tuckbur. The roads are pretty overgrown. Okay, we're looking for a water source. Well, there's a river up here. Let's keep going north. We'll run into the river. We can refill our water bottles. There's our river. Back to the Shire with you. This was a hobbit hole. Half sand mill. Okay. I got a teapot. Butterfly in a cage. Ginger beer. Just says take, it doesn't say steal. Can't take the apples though.
Let's light it up.
I wonder. Nope. Mortar and pestle sitting in the corner. I had to try. Tormen, Tormen, where are you, Tormen? Or they stay in some rundown old shack and live underground. What are you guys? Moles? Goblins? Vampires? Maybe. Thieves, assassins, dwarves, your malevolence. Dwarves. Found them on the front porch.
Biocel's proven it. The ruffians are using crows to carry letters between camps. She just returned with a small stack of messages she retrieved from them.
How long will it take for them to realize we've caught on to their strategy?
Weeks, days. It depends. A ruffian messenger who's disappeared will be missed, but crows wander off course frequently.
Then until they figure it out, we'll be one step ahead of them. Let's not waste this opportunity.
How'd it go? Were you successful?
Yep, killed them.
Here's your payment. I believe you'll find it more than adequate for the task you performed.
Ta-da! Going up a level. Well, let's talk to him about another project.
Yes? What are the specifics? I'm not going to lie, Outlander. The goblin raids of old, they were nothing compared to what's coming. A darkness overshadows the Shire, one that cannot be repelled by rangers alone. We need all the help we can get, and if buy or sell trusts you, then I'm willing to give you a shot.
Oh.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem overly suspicious, but what business is that of yours? Yes, perhaps you are. I suppose it would be harmless enough. I guess it's only fair if we start at the beginning. I wasn't born in the Shire, but rather far beyond its southern borders. There I grew up, born into the race of the Dunedain, and destined to be a ranger in my later years. But at that time I was just a normal kid, and I got into trouble just as well as the rest of them. I can recall one time specifically. We stole all of the livestock off the local farm and snuck them into one of our neighbors' houses. What was that we used to call them? It was, Grouchy Ned. Anyways, Grouchy Ned awoke the next morning by a startled pony, which we had tied to his leg the night before, dragging him across his house. The next thing anyone in the town knew, there came cranky old Ned crashing out his kitchen window, chicken feathers and expensive silverware bursting into the street afterward. Needless to say, it wasn't long before he found the two little rascals that set the whole thing up. Both of us had the pleasure of working for Ned to pay off the damage we caused. I had a good friend back then. That was a long time ago. It would be best not to dwell in the past for an extensive period of time, lest we forget our current danger. Good. We still have work to do. What would you like to do next?
Pry for more information. Strange folk. Let me get some materials.
You'll need to speak with Fordon then. He's in charge of upkeeping and maintaining the base. You'll find him downstairs.
Excuse me, my friend.
You're excused. Did you burp or fart? Both? Inigo. How dare you? Thought it smelled like burnt fur.
Did you say something?
No.
Straight to the point, aren't you? Good, that's how I prefer my help. Idle chatter is best left for those with the time to afford it. I'm not quite sure how much exploring you've done here, but if you've looked around the hideout recently at all, you've probably noticed a few worn out or damaged sections, especially in the stonework or wood. We need materials to fix these areas. That's where you come in. You need to purchase 15 teak planks in Furtherhill and 20 stone blocks from Siri. Don't worry about transporting these materials, we've had many transactions with these halflings before. Just tell them to drop it off 50 meters west of Bargand by the big oak tree. They'll understand. Then, so long as the new master of Bargand complains less than his predecessor, we'll pick it up from there and I'll begin the repairs. All you need to do is place the orders. You needn't worry about your gold. I've got the sufficient amount for the materials we require right here. Thorman expects me to do a week's worth of work by the time you return. I may be an experienced ranger, but that's pushing it even for my kind of efficiency.
Sounds easy enough.
Here's the coin you need. 100 for lumber, 150 for stone. Don't spend it on anything else. You'll get more than this as a reward if you do as instructed.
Further Hill and Siri. I believe both of those places are up north. So we can go set up a tent outside and go up a level. And then we're going north. I don't think skooma is considered wood or stone. Don't spend it on anything else. Well, you know, I needed to power up for the journey. Or take a different journey. Let's just sleep for an hour, go up a level. Well, our marksman could use to go up. Our alchemy could use to go up. Our one-handed could use to go up. Crap. That's better. So we could throw one into block, enchanting, speechcraft, lockpicking, sneak. Throw one into sneak. And it looks like we should probably put this into stamina. 4 perks to increase. Let's check our custom skill. Okay, we don't have anything there yet. Do we have anything else here? Yes. Yes, Pinky. Destined Death. And Chaos Slash. Nice. So considered holy. Oh, hi, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come on, Kai. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come here. You don't want to come up? Come on. Come on. What? Come on. Come on. You don't want to say hi? Oh my gosh, you're getting so big, buddy. You're getting so big. You're getting so big. You sure you don't want to be a lapdog? Be a big old lapdog? You're a good boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. No? Can I pick you up? You're really heavy. You're a good boy. Well, Kai came to say hi, but he doesn't want to climb into my lap. Belly rubs from Queen. No, he's just kind of standing here. He's sitting here. Come on, we got to show Queen how big you are. Come here. Oh, come here, big boy. Come here. Come on, you ready? Come on. Oh, you're such a big... Such a big boy. Such a big boy. He's such a big boy. Yeah. Aw. Love you too. He's getting big. He's almost as big as Angel already, and he's like 7 months. So. Yeah, he's getting big. He's a big boy. Oh, okay, I'll put you down. Okay. You're a good boy. Hey, don't bite me. I love you. Don't bite me. Don't eat that. Yeah, he's going to be a big boy. He's going to be bigger than Angel. He's a good boy, though. We have 2 perks to increase. Where should we put this? Let's take a look at... What do we got here? Smithing is at 60. Two-handed's at 60. One-handed's at 75. We can put a couple into these. Alright, we're putting it in a one-handed. We haven't prayed in a while. I am no longer feeling stressed. Hundig loves us. 200%. Alright, so now we're going to try... this one. Okay, that's pretty impressive. What about Destined Death? That one's pretty cool too.
I thought we were on the same side.
Oh, we are. I'm sorry, Inigo. Eldritch Blast.
I could really use a healer right now. Ow.
Okay. You talked me into it. Alright, where am I going? North. So that's Siri, and that's Further Hill. Yeah, we're going north. That way. We're getting more people in our group of dog people that meet in the park every night, between 6 and 7. We're up to about 8 or 9 dogs now. That people come and bring their dogs, and we just let them all off leash and run around and play. And at my local park. And they do really well together. So yeah, everybody having a good time. So that's a lot of fun. And then my wife bought a tennis ball launcher. It's made by Nerf. So it's like a gun, a Nerf gun, but it launches tennis balls. And we're gonna have that out with my granddaughter tonight. She'll be launching balls for the dogs. It's got like a big spring in it. You load a ball in it and cock it and then fire it. So yeah, it should be fun. There's a little hobbit town over here. Well, what's this place? Lots of little halfling towns. And lots of little hobbit towns up here. Broken floorings. Where do you live? Oh, over in Broken Floorings.
What can an old halfling do for you today?
So this is Further Hill. There's no mark on that door. It was painted a week ago.
Ugh, big folk.
Boy, you're a new one round here, aren't you?
Now you best be careful. It's a difficult time to be wandering the Shire.
So let's find this wood supplier up here. We gotta order teak. Teak's an interesting wood, coming from a woodworker's perspective. Teak is very open-grained. It'll actually pull up bits of sand and dirt and rocks into the wood grain of the tree, but it has natural oils in it, so it's very resistant to water. So that's why they used it a lot on boats, because it's naturally an oily wood. But you have to be careful working with it, because every now and then you'll get a teak board that'll have a rock in it. And it's not that they put the rock there, it's the tree grew like that.
For second
it pulled it up into the wood grain because it's so open.
Good to see someone interested who isn't a regular. Of course. How much do you need? I'm sorry, but 100 gold just isn't enough to purchase the type of wood you want. Maybe at one time it was, but with these strange happenings in the Shire lately, many folks aren't buying lumber anymore. I had to raise my prices so I wasn't forced into firing my workers. You're about 65 short of the amount of teak you want.
What? We're just going to pick up the difference.
Thanks for understanding. I'll get the lumber to the spot requested.
Alright, what can I steal from you? I know that's terrible, isn't it?
Looking for some building materials? Or perhaps a fresh pie?
He's got a lot of bees in here.
Come on over. I'm sure I've got just about everything you need.
How come I can't steal the gold? That's just wrong. I was going to get my 65 gold back. Alright, we got to order stone. So we're down 65 coin. Because he raised his prices. So now we're going to Surrey. That's not a cooking pot. I was hoping that was a cooking pot. We got a nice little dock, nice pond. The Golden Wood Inn. Well, the music changed rather abruptly there. I'm guessing there's a stone quarry around here somewhere. And who are we in combat with? Uh-oh. Did I just freeze it up? I think I just froze it up. It won't let me get back to it. Well, that's a bummer. 3 hours, 56 minutes in, and I froze it up. I wonder... And it's not going to let me get back to that screen, is it? No. So I can get to... I don't have a mouse. Which is part of my problem. Oh well. Now we have a mouse, so let's see if we can get back to this screen. The answer is no. No, we froze it up good. So we could end it, and it's probably not going to give me a crash log because it didn't crash. It just froze up. Bummer. So it is 4:14 Pacific Standard Time. We've been playing for 4 hours. That's probably a good place to call it. So we're going to call it here for today. Thanks everybody for stopping by. It's always good to see you peoples. And have fun. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.